Hey, good morning everyone and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. My name is Fred Weaver. I'll be joined in a moment by my lovely partner Kevin Kauffman.
You're a jackrod.
Sorry, man. Hey, we're with, we make up Group 4610. We're Arizona's premier short sale team, and it's Mindset Monday today, Kevin.
Yeah, it is.
Hey guys, we had an awesome
amazing
last week at
Absolutely.
Family Reunion. For those of you Keller Williams agents out there, I know we have a lot of you watching.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for attending our classes. We taught to over 1,000 people between 3 different classes or 2 classes and a panel.
Yeah.
So,
Good
hey,
time.
thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Hey, this morning we're going to spend a little time. I'm going to read a little story here out of the Revised Shift book that Gary Keller and Keller Williams just released. I don't know if they can see that, so I better do that. So I'm going to read a little story, Kevin. I think you're going to enjoy this one. I don't even know if you've read this yet. So this
you know what? I haven't, because my book just arrived today.
Your book just literally arrived today. Now
somehow mine got mixed up, and I didn't get mine till today.
Yeah, the folks at KWRI love me a lot. I had mine a good 2 weeks before.
I'm going to email Gary and
that's for another conversation.
And change that.
Hey, Gary writes that during his junior year in high school, my son John and I were having a father and son one-on-one about achievement. And I asked him to do something, and he quickly informed me that he didn't want to do it. When I asked him why, he simply replied, "I just don't want to." Of course, as Gary says, my initial reaction was to say, "I didn't ask you if you wanted to," but then I got mentally parental and said, "Let me share something with you. John, a lot of people make decisions about what they will or won't do based on whether they want or don't want to do it. But I'm not sure if they fully understand the corner they may be painting themselves into with this approach.
Right.
Their response has everything to do with success and achievement, but probably not in the way they think." He drew a line on a sheet of paper and continued, "I want you to think of the far right of this line," I guess I should do this for those of you watching, "as complete success, and the far left as complete failure."
Okay.
Gary says, "It's my personal belief that all of us live our lives somewhere in between these 2 points. Now, I want you to know that I've never met anyone who is a complete success, for that matter, or anyone who is a complete failure. In fact, most people simply live their lives in the middle. They're average. What I think happens is that as we go about our lives, most of us miscalculate what it takes to succeed at a high level, and as a result, we end up getting unceremoniously caught up at the midpoint of achievement. Not going any further and not really knowing why we're not. No matter the motivation for more, no matter the desire of our dreams, the results tend to hover right around the middle of the line." Basically, Gary goes on and kind of talks to his son about why he thinks people go on, and he let him pause and he goes on, and then Gary basically very quietly answered his own question about why people get stuck there. They get there by making decisions based on whether or not they want to do something rather than whether or not they should do something.
That's interesting, guys.
Now I know that was a long story and a good read, but I think we could spend a few minutes there. We can probably spend an hour there today. But
there's actually a few different things in there if you think about it. He talked about most people being stuck in the middle. For those of you who are at class or maybe have been to a class before and you've seen me draw the spectrum of real estate, or the outback as we call it, and I show you that little 3% box real estate and how 98% of us are fighting to do our stuff in there, where there's so much competition for mediocrity.
Well, the idea is the box is average.
The box is
that a good way to say it?
The box is average, and that's why so many people are there.
Lots of money's made in average, but extraordinary results don't come out of average box real estate.
Extraordinary comes from extraordinary. That's why it's called extraordinary, because it's not average.
Wow, Kevin, that was so deep.
Yeah,
I like that.
Jackrod.
Getting a lot of those today, aren't they?
Yeah, that's twice already.
Wow, our viewers at home are like, wow, they're just beating up on each other today. Beginning of the week, good stuff.
That's how we roll.
No, hey guys, it's true. A lot of people get stuck there, and what I want to challenge you to do is this week, as you're entering into your short sale business, I want you to go to the outback. I want you to not get stuck. I want you to do the things that you don't want to do, but that you should do. And we're not really into shooting on people very much.
Well, let me just put it this way.
But if you want success, there are some things you should do.
Yeah, instead of shooting on them, let's just say this. I want you to do the things that you don't want to do in order to get the things that you say you do want. Did you hear that? Do the things that you don't want to do in order to get the things that you say you do want. Not everybody's willing to do that. And that's the difference from everybody who's average and extraordinary. That's simply the difference right there.
That was awesome, man. No, I like that. I hope you guys at home really caught that. I'm going to end with this last little story. I had somebody who attended our family reunion session and sent me a Facebook request the other day, and I don't even know who it was, so I'm not picking on the person because they were very nice, and obviously they came to our class, but their statement was, Fred, you guys are crazy, and it's a good thing that you produce results. And I thought to myself, well, maybe we produce results because we're crazy. And I personally look at it differently. Yeah, we're crazy. Who else are you going to find sitting here in their sandals doing Mindset Monday with their T-shirt on?
Couch in their office.
Kevin's showing his tattoo to the world today.
I mean,
who else are you going to find that does that? But guys, you've got to do stuff that you've never done before to get the results you want. And if that means be a little crazy, I'm going to suggest that the short sale world in the Outback requires a bit of craziness.
It absolutely
does.
And
if you don't like it, it's okay. If you like normal, normal's fine. But don't expect great results in the Outback. And I might even recommend that you don't do short sales. And I'm not saying that because I don't want competition. I'm saying that because you're not going to produce good results for your client, and more importantly, you're not going to have any fun. And if you're not having fun, as Coach Collard says, what are you doing?
And if you're going to get out, send me your referrals.
That was really nice.
I'm just saying. I mean, Gary said it in front of 7,500 agents last year. If you're getting out, I'll take the referral.
Yeah, if you're getting out of the real estate business, remember your fellow Keller Williams agents.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, lastly, you may have seen on the homepage of our website, and it's actually probably right here on this particular link as well, we're offering our short sale package up for the great price of $46.10. I want to just tell you right now, Kevin and I are not your hardcore sales guys. We never have been, and I don't think we ever will be. But a lot of you out there are all around the country, even here in the Phoenix area, have said, hey, can I have your short sale package? Hey, this. And to be really honest with you, we spent a lot of time and invested a lot of money and a lot of hours into it. And I think our short sale package has a lot of things that the normal short sale package out there doesn't. So in addition to getting a sample hardship letter and what we call the waiver form, a waiver form if your client doesn't have taxes, bank statements, or pay stubs, in addition to our financial analysis form, which by the way is actually in perfect sequential order with Equator to save you some time for your Equator files. We also have our loan modification waiver, one of the best documents we ever created, our authentic customized borrower's authorization, as well as our tenant acknowledgement form for those of you that are dealing with tenants in your short sale listings and you're looking for a form to give the seller to help them be able to show the property and get the tenant out. So, hey, for the amazingly low cost and the creative cost of $46.10, you too can purchase it. And if you don't like to buy stuff, go create your own. You don't need ours, but I'll tell you, if you want to save some time and you want to learn from us, it'd be a great one. And before I forget, probably $46.10 worth of value in that package is our seller expectation document. I believe it's a 3 or 4 page document now that we've developed to help set expectations with our seller on what requirements and expectations we have of them in the transaction, as well as what they can expect from us. Things like keeping your utilities on, things like submitting us documentation when we need it, making sure the BPO agent gets access to the property, setting expectations for a short sale transaction with the homeowner. So anyway, thanks so much for joining us today. Go out there and crush it today, guys. Develop that Outback mindset. Don't settle for average, and be okay and comfortable, if you will, doing things that are uncomfortable, doing things you've never done before. On 3, Kevin. Loud and proud with me, dude. It's just you and I today. We need some energy in this room. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Short sale power hour! Short sale power hour! Crush it.